What in the hell? Hello everyone. Welcome back to Tesla's streams, Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D. What is going on? Never mind. I usually share my stuff on Tumblr, but when I try to do that now, it links to a completely different person's stream, I guess? What the fuck? Uh, yeah. What in the heck? Okay, I guess I'm gonna pass on Tumblr, like, notification this time. I don't understand. I... Hold on. Is that doing that on Discord too? No. No, it's not. I don't think. It's not. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, like, what the heck, guys? This is not funny. It's only Tumblr that's doing it for some stupid reason I don't really understand. But again, I don't understand why Tumblr does most of the things it does, so maybe it's fair. Okay, well, I got everything shared. And for the moment, we don't need the guide out, because we only have one thing left to do. So, I'm not going to bring up, like, a bunch of pictures and stuff. I'll just tell you what I got. So, let me just go ahead and bring up my stuff here. So, I went from 234 strength to 282. 129 resilience to 155. 225 agility to 277. 237 stamina to 283. 200 wisdom to 251. 362 luck. Wait. What? Huh? Oh, right. That's because I had stuff equipped. Just a moment. Because it does apply what you had equipped, so just a moment here. Status. Okay, so I went from 362 to 398, alright. Fair enough. And I went from 546 HP to a whopping 648, and 434 MP to 526. Yeah, so pretty good chunk, yes. Now I'm going to go with all the archery gear equipped, and the asbestos earrings for good measure, since it does give extra flame protection. So, we're going to go with this, but I do have a plan on how to beat the final boss if this doesn't work. It's not a plan I want to do, since I think it's kind of, well, cheating, for like a better term. And I don't like the fact that the game really implies that you should do this, but we'll see if I need to do it. And I am going to show off the bad scenario with Gwaylin to see if it's different. Alright. Let's see what this is all about.
So, thou art come before me at last. and bearing tribute unto my glory in the form of a fair princess, no less. I am honored indeed. I am the Dragon Lord, Master of Masters, King of Kings. So hasty, pray, let us talk a while. Know that I do not call myself king without reason. My kind were once masters of this world, though you humans seem to have long since forgotten. Were it still so, this, the sphere of light, would have been my birthright, and the source of untold power both. Yet mine ancestors saw fit to award it to a human hero, whose deeds she did deem worthy. Let me in turn commend thy deeds, descendant of that same human. Thou hast overcome much to reach me. Long have I awaited this moment. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant unto thee dominion over half this world. What sayest thou? Wilt thou rule beside me? Then let it be so. Yea, and to signify the peace between us, wilt thou offer up thy weapon unto me?
Is she really not going to say anything to this? Okay, she reacted a little bit there. That's to the Dragon Lord.
Ah, the great blade. Hadst thou but trusted thine arm, such a weapon might well have brought thee victory. I would ask of thee but one more thing. 'Tis a mere trifle, naught more than the fair Princess Gwaelin.
Really? Okay. I might have more to show that I thought.
Beloved! How couldst thou?
Wow.
Thou art kind indeed, and thou shalt receive thy just reward. This world shall be cleft in twain, and its blackest pits and dankest recesses rendered unto thee.
May the darkness engulf thee for eternity. Okay, that's the same. Okay. What is he, friend? I groan, together thy dreams were troubled. Better vision to still bear witness, I wonder. Matter goes thee forth, seek care upon the road. Come, beloved, let us away. Now, I did not know this, Your sword gets removed if you do this. I did not know that. I fought the final boss, legit, on my first playthrough, without a weapon equipped. I was on invincibility, granted, so I was guaranteed to win anyway, but I do find that kind of hilarious. Anyways. Just in case that has an effect on, like, the dialogue, I'm gonna reset to my old save file. I mean, I don't think it matters, but... Okay, so I have something else to show now, I suppose. Now I'm gonna try to do the bad ending, but not give her... I mean, give him the princess. I have a feeling it's just gonna default to not choosing to be with him, but we'll see.
Long have I... Come, take thy rightful place. What say? Then let... I would ask of thee but one more thing. 'Tis a mere trifle. Naught more than the fair Princess Gwaelin. Thou wishest not for half the world. Wilt thou not reconsider? 'Tis an offer few would refuse.
Oh, okay. Okay, so... I think this is kind of underwhelming. I think I would have liked it better if he didn't just kill Princess Gwaelin, which is what it looked like he did. I would have preferred it if she actually turned evil, like if his dark power corrupted her. That would have actually made for a much more fucked up bad ending scenario. But no, he just disintegrates her, it looks like. So, oh well. Alright, so let's just take this seriously now.
What sayest thou? Wilt thou rule beside me? Thou wishest not for half the world. Wilt thou not reconsider? 'Tis an offer few would refuse. Thou wilt brook no such covenant. Thou art resolved to face me no matter the cost. So be it! Come, fool! Know thine insignificance!
Okay. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind is he is weak to this. So, if you were so inclined, you could technically equip the duplicate and just completely wreck this guy's shit in no time flat. But let's take this a little more seriously. He's also weak to Dragon Slash.
Much better.
Let's see.
How dare thee!
Wow.
Suffer!
That's a lot, actually.
flames!
Thou shalt not escape!
How I pity thee. This is far from over. Squirm, maggot!
Oh, wow.
Know thy place. This world is mine.
Thou art a hero indeed!
Beg for thy life, perish! Accursed human.
Wow.
At last! The realm is freed from his clutches!
Well, not quite. But, damn. Level up. Okay, I get to go into this fight fully healed. Awesome. Get 19 HP. 8 strength. 5 resilience. 4 agility. 7 stamina. 5 wisdom. 5 luck. Now, another way you can level up in this game is by fighting his first form over and over again. Because you get a lot of experience for it, and he doesn't run away, obviously. And on easy mode, he's really not that hard to deal with, supposedly. Wow, I had a much harder time on normal. And I was about at the same level, too. So, yeesh. That's kind of ridiculous how much easier they made it.
The power of the light is no mere trifle. Then I must needs rise to meet it. For I shall not be bested. Witness the might of my line!
Grey Lord flickers and fades. Only to reveal his terrifying true form. And terrifying is correct, because in my first playthrough, this guy was ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, he's not weak to anything compared to his first form. Except for Dragon Slash, of course. So...
Oh no!
Ha! Thou art a man!
Excellent!
crap.
Ha! Thou art a man! Oh!
Ow.
Hero!
Ow. Yeah, that kind of hurts. Good thing I have this.
Oh!
Oh no! Have care! Oh
no! Much better.
Fine form! Have care! Have care!
Ha!
Oh!
Huh.
Ah! Oh!
Ow. Ow.
Excellent!
The power of light!
Oh, now you decide to do it.
Have care!
Oh,
Oh no!
I shall not fall!
Gigagash. That actually doesn't do as much.
Ah!
Have care!
Oh!
Do not falter!
I shall rend thee asunder!
Damn. Well,
Ah!
Oh no!
Thou shalt not escape!
with the equipment I have on, he actually gets easier the lower in health he gets. Because, like, he starts using stuff that's not physical attacks. Which I find kind of interesting.
Thou art outmatched!
Thou art triumphant! Victory is ours.
No, not yet. This is not the true power of dragons. I need only draw upon that which is my birthright. My mother's gift unto me. Wherefore refusest thou the darkness? Wherefore refusest thou me? No! The light, it fadeth.
Hmm?
You have done well, child of light. The time is come to bring this chapter to a close.
There's the Sphere of Light for the Dragon Lord's Death Grip. So aloft, blinding light radiates from deep within its core.
Yet so long as a seed of darkness remains, those of your line must remain ever vigilant.
My. Never hath the world seemed so bright. Nor so beautiful. 'Tis a sight to behold indeed. And all is thanks to thee, beloved.
Evil's been banished. Rowan knows peace once more. So, is there extra sands if you come to these places? Didn't you? So this was clear in a long time. But what comes as a surprise? I didn't think much of you when we first met. Well, you are a hero. Blood of Erdrick really does flow through those veins. Thank you, I mean that. Save us all, we'll be telling the story for a long time to come. Okay, where is the leader? Oh, right, she's at the Shrine of Rain, isn't she? Still, well, maybe the little hero thing was a nonsense after all. Nice that you finally believe me. Solo? Okay. So, did the Dragon Lord got by Sphere of Light? Not bad at all. I imagine what could have happened to Sport if you didn't show up when you did. Seriously though, we asked a lot of you. Didn't let us down. Thank you, Solo. True hero and strong and kind. Thank you, Erdrick. Don't think there's too many people that really I can interact with at this point. Plus, I really want to get to the second game anyway. Because I am very curious what that's going to be like. Let's just say there's a lot I missed on my first playthrough. And we're going to see just how much of getting that stuff is going to matter. Finish the display that blind us, Solo. See the right stuff? Right stuff that was shown. Fancy I must do something yet more impressive in my turn, or see myself outdone. Boss, let's go with the street treasure or some such. Blimey, and verily, it's an idea and a half. Come, Karma, as we for just to find. Should we back out? Full 1/5 of it shall be mine, Solo. Though this save the world, after all. The sluggish fellow who doth bellows every word fit to share the wonders of the town. Just the villain Robin Hood, is it not? Sounds, boss. We have been rumbled. Knickers. Very well then. Let's away, good Solo, until we meet again. Solo, go to a castle. For the victory, and witness our return most eagerly. Yeah, we're gonna have some explaining to do. Wait, why didn't I have my weapon equipped? Where's my weapon? What? That's why his grandson has it in the sequel. Because it was stuck in him, I guess. Oh, man. Well, Gringham Whip's almost as good. Almost. So before you do this, get this. It's not gonna matter much to me, but 2,000 gold coins, 12 of an elixir, Edmund's axe, Snoop scroll. Really? Should do is my friends with off to me to Erdrick. told me how the king at the time lent his succor to Erdrick, and further both when they came to their kingdom. If Erdrick bested the lord of the underworld, starved us with the holy sphere of light, to give this treasure is entrusted to Roland of Tentatil. Since it has been our family's duty to protect the sphere and help heroes in their hours of need. Can't help but wonder what such a hero might appear before me. I'm better than a dragon, even with a heart as good as gold. But I must cease including in such fantasies. For some reason this set my heart aflutter, and I fear sleep may elude me if I do not calm myself post-haste. Though the Druidess pray temper my passions, I might enjoy some much-needed respite. Really? You're just gonna not mind that I read your diary in front of you? I am author. If you pick up my quill, my deadline future iterations, it's precisely Erdrick bested the lord of the underworld. So I speak on the hero's fathomless courage and steadfast desire, see the people of this realm saved. Innumerable volumes have been written, countless songs sung, on precisely that subject. Nay, instead, I wish to address the fact that while Erdrick was indeed more than capable with the blade, appeared to have been an equally adept spellcaster. While many more speak of Erdrick's mastery of Falcon Slash, technique beyond most skilled knights, it's less known that they were able to master Kazap, a conjuration known only in ancient legend. One wonders if any future heroes might master the same techniques. God's willing, this piece proveth a lasting one, and such succor will not be needed. It's fine. We handled it. Thanks to the brief hero, near 1,000. Charisma is lifted, which is to be freely trade with the peoples of all four corners of the world. Boaster Solo, strong and noble beyond measure. Because takes the assigned apprentice. Wasn't there another thing over here? I could have sworn there was like a fifth thing. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, may as well get this, even though it's pointless. Here we go. Does the ending be different?
Oh, Gwaelin, I cannot. Words cannot express my joy.
All is thanks to my savior here.
We are forever in thy debt, good sir. Not only didst thou save my daughter, thou didst best the Dragon Lord, and regain the Sphere of Light also. Thy deeds are those of a hero, and let none say otherwise.
'Tis true. I witnessed them with mine own eyes.
Gwaelin, can we not talk about that? Because, exposing you to danger like that's not going to exactly make me popular.
There can be no doubt now that he is that which he hath long claimed to be, the true descendant of mighty Erdrick.
The darkness hath been driven back at his hand, and the fiends with it. And in celebration of this, a great feast shall be held. All shall hail the Savior who did come to us in our time of direst need.
Doth aught trouble thee, beloved? Wherefore lingerest the hero of the hour in such a place? Strange. I too did feel that something called me here.
Scion of Erdrick, Gwaelin of Tantagel. By your efforts, the world has been made safe once more. I am grateful beyond words.
Lady Rubis!
Bold hero, thanks to you, the Dragon Lord has been freed from the darkness and may once more be reborn into the light. You know not how much your efforts mean.
And thus, all is now at an end?
Alas, no. For we do not yet know how or by whom the Dragon Lord was infected with the darkness. I sense the presence of one in whom a yet greater wickedness resides. In time, the dark shall surely rise again. And when it does, I shall once more do all in my power to see that it does not swallow this world entire. However, I cannot do so alone. Scion of Erdrick, will those who follow you possess the strength to prevail as you have done?
No.
Indeed. Naught is certain in this world, nor can every obstacle be overcome. I was not able to return Erdrick to the world above after all.
Oh, they're actually bringing up the fact that Rubis is a god, so she should have been able to do that, but she wasn't able to. Kind of showing that she's on the lesser power scaling of goddesses here.
And I am not possessed of the power to rid this world of darkness entirely. Without the aid of heroes and other such kind-hearted souls, the world cannot be kept safe from those who would see it harmed. This being so, what are we to do? Scion of Erdrick, will those who follow you possess the strength to prevail as you have done?
At first I was wondering if that was, like, gonna make me have to do this twice, but thankfully no.
Almighty Rubis, we hereby swear that we shall do all in our power to see the world of the future filled with kind-hearted and heroic souls both. Thou canst trust in us. Humankind shall not fail thee.
You have my thanks, and I swear this in turn. Though I may not be always at your side, my children, I shall be always with you in spirit. Ever shall I watch over you.
Beloved, this oath we here swear shall bring hope to future generations.
Scion of Erdrick, entrust unto me the 5 sigils. When the dark rises once more, these shall be the key. The tie that binds me to such heroes as might yet appear. The fairies shall know how to find me when the time comes, and we shall meet again. I shall be reunited with the heroes of the line of Erdrick. It is simply a matter of time.
Forgive me for the sudden summons, good sir. I would speak with thee of something. All was as the prophecies foretold. Lo, the words of the ancients do ring clear and true down through the ages. The promised hero, in whose veins floweth the blood of mighty Erdrick, is none other than thee. If there be a better man to rule this land, I know him not. What sayest thou? Wilt thou take the throne in my stead? Wilt thou watch o'er this fair realm till thy dying day?
I will not. My thanks, Majesty. But were I ever to rule, it must needs be a realm of mine own founding.
So be it. 'Tis not for me to persuade thee. But wheresoever thou goest, I would have thee take the sphere of light with thee.
Yeah, is the Sphere of Light not in Dragon Quest 2? I don't think we ever interacted with it.
Tis the right of heroes to bear it, after all. Now go forth, and may good fortune go with thee.
Wait! Wait, I prithee! Take me with thee, my dearest heart. Pray, forsake me not. Wilt thou take me for thy companion?
Your place is here.
But thou must.
I love that they threw that in there.
Pray, forsake me not. Wilt thou take me for thy companion? Thou wilt? Oh, joy! Let us away then, my love. I shall remain by thy side wheresoe'er thou roamest. And I shall entrust this to thee as proof of my promise.
The princess's pledge. Now the pledge is in Dragon Quest 2, but I don't remember the Orb of Light. The Sphere of Light? So, unless it's part of a side quest that I ended up skipping, then I don't think they make reference to it. Which is kind of weird.
Let us roam the land, and in doing so grow strong in both body and soul. That we might one day fulfill the vow we have made to Lady Rubis.
The only thing I could think of is maybe as part of the post-game, but...
"'Twould seem a new journey awaiteth you both. May it be a happy one."
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to do Dragon Quest 2. Because compared to the first game, the second game starts off pretty simple overall, I will say. And doesn't really escalate up until you're about to get your boat. Like, it doesn't really throw any real difficulty until then. And that was on normal. On easy mode, I'm wondering if that's even going to be still the case. There is going to be a lot more exploitation I'm going to be doing, though. For the Tombola tickets, I'm going to be heavily abusing those. And I kind of already have a setup for it, too, that I play-tested. Works very well. I just need to get to where I can be far enough to where the Tombola tickets are valuable.
Alas, Majesty, thy precious child hast failed thee. But I shall not. This wicked world shall be remade. I swear it upon my name.
To be continued. So what happens when you load that file? What happens if you try to go back after that? Yep, he's still there. Okay. So is it literally the same conversation or what? Yeah, it looks like it.
What sayest thou? Then let it... I would...
Go and get this over and done with. Because it's time for Dragon Quest 2 then. Yeah, apparently there's not really a post-game at all in this, which feels a bit weird. None that I could see, at least. Two gets a major one, though. Okay, let me go ahead and put this on a spare file. So, let me just go to... this place, I guess? And I'm gonna... well, as soon as I... This should be fine. Sadly, you can't skip the whole saving fanfare thing. You can skip dialogue, though, which is interesting. Okay. There we go. Because I want to delete this one. And this is just going to be for new files. Decide upon a name. Okay, is this the name for the main hero or what? We're going for the defaults this time around. Gawain is the name typically for the first guy. English? Yes. Wait, hold on. Shit. How do I... Hold on, I'm gonna have to get completely out of this. Because if I can change this, then I will. Just a moment, I have to fix some stuff here. And no, it doesn't look like they're gonna let me change any sound settings. God, I wish they would. No, that's all they let you affect before you start the game up. Which is really irritating. Because the sound starts really bad.
Once upon a time, a young hero, descended from the legendary warrior Erdrick, defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord and restored peace and light to the world. Having done so, he set off on a journey with his new bride, and together they founded a kingdom of their own. This kingdom came to be ruled by their children, and by their children after them. Under the enlightened rule of the scions of Erdrick, the nation grew ever greater and more prosperous. As the years passed, other adventurous scions forged forth into the unknown, founding new kingdoms in their ancestors' image. Thus came there to be 3 nations ruled by those descended of the hero and his maiden. The first and oldest of the 3 was the Kingdom of Middenhall, named after the castle built by the hero and his bride.
Oh, my beautiful boy.
Thou wilt grow into a fine leader of the land. Of this I am certain.
After Middenhall was founded the Kingdom of Cannock, a nation nestled betwixt misty mountains and lush forests.
Look, husband, he possesseth thy steely gaze.
A handsome devil, to be sure. Now, what name might befit one so dashing?
Okay, so they start with the defaults of these. Cool. Alright. Saves me the trouble of looking them up.
It is perfect, is it not?
The very height of perfection, my dear. A mighty name for a yet mightier heir.
Lastly came the kingdom of Moonbrook, founded by a spell-casting scion to whom weavers of magic flocked from the world over.
Dear, supposest thee the princes of Middenhall and Cannock might deign to play with our daughter when the three are older?
I doubt not but they shall forge a fellowship most firm, as I did with my cousins the kings. But first, she will need a name that befitteth her station. And, after great pondering, I believe I have happened upon just that. Come, lend me thine ear.
Here now.
Yes, it is lovely. And her future will be bright. I swear it.
Thus did the legendary line continue into another generation. Some years later,
Thou art grown most formidable. Thine ancestors' blood runneth strong in thy veins.
Oh, please, Father. Thou knowest full well mine abilities pale in comparison to thine. Thou hast mastered all manner of spells, of which I as yet know naught.
'Tis true, I was once a caster of no little renown, though now...
Father!
Alas, some matters are beyond even the purview of magic.
Come, Father. Let us repair to thy chamber. What now?
By the goddess! Guards! Assemble!
Majesty, I bring grave tidings! Lookouts report an army of fiends upon the horizon. They draw ever closer.
Curse thee, Hargon!
Hargon?
Muster the castle guard! Keep them out! I too will make...
Father!
Sire!
Care not for this old fool. Go to thy captain. Tell him...
I fear it is too late!
No! No!
Begone, fiends!
Father! What is happening? What will become of us?
Still thy heart. Thou shalt escape this place.
I'd recognize those ugly mugs anywhere. It's the king and his darling daughter. Lord Hargon was clear in his instructions. Let no one live.
Just as I feared. for now. It mattereth not. Moonbrook will not fall today. They knew our faces. Then I have no choice. This way, my child.
Father, please, I do not understand.
Listen to me. Thou hast thy mother's beauty and her wisdom. Thou wert ever our pride and our joy. Since the day of thy birth, everything I have done for thee. I would trade 1,000 lives to live this one with thee anew.
Thou speakest as if this is the last time we shall be together. I shall never leave thy side.
Come. This is my kingdom, and I refuse to relinquish it without a fight!
Squeeze! There he is! He may be old, but he knows a spell or two. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Wherefore do you tarry so? Do not tell me you have had a change of heart. Today, you battled the bloodline of Erdrick.
Must warn Middenhall.
There thou art, beloved son. Though thou seemst mightily vexed, didst thou dream ill-omened dreams, perchance?
No.
Nay? Good. I would not have it be so, given the choice. But enough of such talk. Today is a day like any other, and thou must needs be about thy duties. Pray, go into the streets of the city and walk amongst thy people. Speak to them of their hopes and fears, that thou might one day rule wisely over them. And thence to the practice ground, that thy sword might one day suffice to protect them. For thou art mine heir, but thou art also heir to mighty Erdrick, hero of legend, and thus is thy duty twofold. Thou must needs be king and hero both. 'Tis no easy path, but I trust that thou wilt tread it well.
Pray, stop by to see the item seller this day, Highness. Tidings oft travel fastest among those who cross the land in search of profit. There is much to be learned from such people, and thence to the captain of the guard, and learn that of the sword which he might see fit to teach thee.
Main menu, cast your mind back. And thankfully, we can quiet this the fuck down, man. Jeez. Oh my god. What's with developers? They keep doing that, man. Ugh. Okay, so it's on by default. Turn this on. Should be on by default. Invincibility is off. Good. Running, toggle, dexterous speed, ultra fast. And there we go. Everything should be where it needs to be. Ugh, man. Okay, so... Need to get the guide out now, because I'm gonna need it. Oh boy, am I gonna need it. Okay, so we need to go to the Middenhall section. Head south down the stairs, okay? Go west and in a room to the north. First chest is locked, of course it is. Set up plain clothes. And the pot has 3 gold coins. Next we need to go to the kitchen. There are 14 gold coins to be found here. Get a feathered cap in here. Can't use it. Figures. The royal line of Middenhall possesses knowledge of some fascinating fighting techniques. It's taught only those of royal blood, who also proven their devotion to the art of swordsmanship. Kettle prod, helm splitter, cutting edge. List continuous. So continue the line of kings and queens, princes and princesses, variable maestros of the martial arts. Okay. Just stuff here in the kitchen. Seed of Luck. Holding on to that. Giving them all to the Princess of Connacht. Exit the room. Check the little card into the south. This? Medicinal herb? Yeah. And gonna go ahead and go in here, just so we can get this as a location on our Zoom list later. There's also something to find here too, actually. First floor, go east. Seed of Strength. Now that is going to him. Most definitely. Every strength seed I get is going to him. I learned that from my first playthrough, that's for sure. Meow meow. Some antidote orbs, 2 of them, and a turban. Okay, this you can use. Cool. Okay. Found 15 gold coins here. Now, in the original game, if you tried to go to the world map, you couldn't get into a fight. Is that true for this as well? Yep. Just like in the original game, they disable encounters if you come here before you get your boat. Interesting that they kept that. Because if battles were allowed here, you would get one-shotted the moment you got into a fight. Alright. So now that we're back here, check the southwestern room where the captain of the guard is. And over here, if you search around, get a cypress stick. Go north into the church area. Oh, okay. Base of the large statue? Oh, here we go. Mini medal number 1, get. Indeed, mini medals. First ever one. Saving. Sure will. There's a lot more mini medals in this game. And some of the rewards, much later on, are extremely useful that I missed out on my first playthrough. We'll see just how much of a difference it makes. And over here where the locked doors are, we get some holy water. And with that, we can leave the castle. For now. Middenhall Town. We'll have to check the corner. Seed of Strength again. Don't mind if I do. Down the steps over here, check the tree with a pot of medicinal herb. What? There we go. Three gold coins in that pot. Over here is 13 gold coins. Kingdom Hearts. Seed of Stamina. Okay, the stamina one I'm probably going to be holding on to, because he certainly doesn't lack in that, let me tell you. Vial of Holy Water. So that's done here. We need to go back outside. And over here in the corner we get a Chimera Wing. Very nice to get those early on. Over here we get 6 gold coins. Over here in the corner here. We get a medicinal herb over here. Now check inside the building. Mini medal number 2. Excellent. Go north to the end now. Have to heal, yeah. 9 gold coins. Oh wait, I skipped a step. Ugh, jeez. Over here is an antidote herb. And the northeastern corner here. It's a seed of defense. That I'm also holding on to for later. Most of them I'm going to be saving for other characters. Okay. The bag hanging next to it for another medical herb. You're making for knock? You best serve for following the route to the west up by left wine. To this route I know. This route through the forest over the mountains will get you there the quickest, though less assuredly alive. And this is the DLC chest. Well, we get this for this one too. Excellent. I'll wait a little bit to use these, but strength ring and the slime earrings. Oof. Madcap and Urvisti's vest. Beginner's Battler Kit, Iron Lance and Oomp Powders. Thorn Whip and a couple of Magic Waters. Boomerang and Dragon Scale. Marvelous Makeover Kit. Catsuit. Okay. Well, we have some stuff now, if I felt like doing that. For the sake of balance purposes, I'm probably not going to be using it for the time being. Any of it. Because I really don't feel the need to. Highness, just what I wish to see. Just waiting delivery of a consignment of goods from Fair Moonbrook. Should have been here yesterday, and yet nothing. Also, to the sorry state of affairs, my shelves are nigh bare. Though if you would still like to peruse them, you'd be most welcome. Shops. 113 coins. Kingdom Hearts. I don't really need anything right now. Just again with the welt. Merchant of Moonbrook, with whom I deal, is the most punctual soul. Not once has he failed to appear here now. But men never want to oversleep or to otherwise tarry. All's well, I'm sure. Well, well, if it's not my dear friend, Prince Charmless. The name is Gawain. Heir to mighty Erdrick, and able to cast so much spells to ward off wards. Have you not better to do than fritter away your days in idle conversation? Still thine impertinent tongue, thou saucy rogue. Idle conversation indeed. First doth a great kindness to us all in speaking with us of our woes and worries. What quarrel hast thou with such a noble and upstanding fellow, None. Really thought that being hero and future king both, preferred our prince to... It might not befit our prince to rely on main force alone, and that a word of warning to that effect might aid him in his growth. Ahem. Thou thinkest I so fit to counsel princes? Ha! Thou art boneheaded indeed. Begone, swaggering oaf, away with you. Forsooth, fear not, Highness. People know full well the purpose of thy daily tour of the town. Diligently thou practicest thy swordcraft each and every afternoon. Pay no heed to the prattings of green-eyed nincompoops. We stand firmly at thy back. But I have kept thee too long already. Wait to the practice ground, and may fortune attend thee. Must be a fine thing indeed to be born, doth a prince, so-called hero. Need not prove your worth at all, nor suffer any hardships, since people bow and scrape at your feet. Definitely not Chalice. Alright. To the castle with us, since we've done everything we can do.
Highness, come, the practice ground awaiteth, though I fear there is precious little left for me to teach thee. Despite thy youth, thy skill already approacheth mine own, nay, exceedeth it, perhaps. To have tutored such a prodigy in the arts maketh me right proud. But I am yet captain of the guard, and have pride of mine own to think of. I do not mean to yield to thee just yet, young prince. Make ready!
These wounds! Friend, what misfortune hath befallen thee?
Brother! Wherefore wouldst thou abandon thy post at Moonbrook Castle? And how came thee to be injured so?
My wounds matter not. The king, I must speak with him. Please.
Of course. His Majesty will see him, surely. Come, we will take you there.
What is the meaning of this? What hath befallen thee, friend?
Majesty, Moonbrook Castle. Attacked. Monsters. A great horde of fiends.
Stay with us. I beseech thee.
Fear not, brother. We shall meet again.
No!
He did his duty to the last, and expended his final breath that we might learn of the assault on Moonbrook. His was a grit and forbearance granted to few. and he must be given a burial befitting such heroism. It seemeth ill deeds are afoot in the kingdom of Moonbrook, but we do not yet know the full truth. Pray, do not speak of this until such time as the facts of the matter have been ascertained, lest panic spread needlessly among the populace.
Sire.
In the meantime, make ready to defend the city. I would speak with my son. Come, child. Below with thee.
Well, things sure escalated, didn't they?
Another such tragedy befell our world some decades since. A great monstrous horde laid waste to the land of Renderak. The horde was commanded by one who styled himself High Priest Hargon, fearful that the High Priest's minions might make Middenhall their next port of call. My father did shore up the kingdom's defenses and set his men to watch for monsters on the horizon. I must confess that the further the tragedy drifted in time, the more I had thought the danger past. But the similarities between the assault just now reported and the one my father described cannot be denied. Could this be another Renderak? I hardly dare believe it. We must ascertain the facts of what hath befallen Moonbrook as soon as we are able. I would have thee journey to Cannock, there to share these unfortunate tidings with the king of that realm. None can afford to remain ignorant if the horde is abroad. Thence thou must visit Moonbrook, and see with thine own eyes what hath befallen it. I must needs remain here to see to our defenses, as my father did before me. Wilt thou bear this burden on my behalf, beloved son?
Nah.
Thy reticence is understandable. But it was in preparation for just such a day as this that thou wert trained, that thou might venture forth alone should the need arise. And venture forth thou must. Thou art ready, my boy. More than ready, believe me. Well, wilt thou act as my envoy?
What happens if I keep saying no?
Thy reticence is understandable. Thou art ready.
Okay, same thing.
I am right glad to hear it. Now, before thou departest, a gift. A necklace, to be precise. The princess's pledge. Ere he became the first and greatest king of this land, thine ancestor, mighty Erdrick, did set out upon a perilous quest to defeat the Dragon Lord. This necklace was presented unto him by a certain fair maiden with whom he did forge a firm and lasting bond on his travels. It shall surely aid thee on thy path. Now away with thee. Venture westward from our realm, and thou shalt reach the village of Leftwine soon enough. From there, cast thine eyes northward, and thou shalt espy the castle of Cannock. As thou well knowst, in Cannock and Moonbrook both are to be found others, through whose veins floweth the blood of the hero of legend. Take care, my child. I have faith that thou wilt see thy duty done.
If those are supposed to sign this play, take this. 200 gold coins and some items for his journey. Puts them in the bag. We knew that this peace could not last, and yet for Moonbrook to have fallen is a blow beyond imagining. Know this majesty since forth to dictate? After all, king, descendant of mighty Erdrick to boot. But he is also a father. Do not doubt that he will fret most mightily for thy safety on the road. Beg of thee, take care. So, people say that the Princess Pledge really should have been an accessory you can equip. I understand the need for it to be a key item, but I do kind of understand that there really should have been... Making sense of maps, yeah. Traveler's tips. So we need to go northwest to find a sparkly spot. Seed of Luck, medicinal herb. Saving that for later. Secret spot. Divine Dagger. Can't use it. Of course you can't use it. And that's all that's here too, actually. The reason that the secret spots are lamer in this game is because apparently there's just more of them. So it was a balancing act. Still, all the same, it just is annoying to find something like this and not be rewarded for your trouble. I don't know, I just think that's kind of lame still. The sparkly spots in this game tend to be better. Seed of Agility, Seed of Strength, like I said. Oh dear. You guys are actually hitting pretty hard. At least I can when I hit, I can one-shot you. Good thing I have the herbs. Level up. Never mind. 9 HP, 2 MP, 1 Strength, 1 Resilience, 1 Agility, 4 Stamina, 1 Wisdom, 1 Luck. Yeah, the problem with the Prince of Menhol early on was always that he could do high damage, but enemies could do decent amount of damage to him as a result, making him into more of a glass cannon early on. Though thankfully, herbs can kind of make up for that. That should be enough, in case I need them. Okay. Okay. So is this the one they're wanting me to get? Some people also say that the mod that increases item drop rate is almost essential when we get to later parts of this game. Level up. 7 HP, 2 MP, 5 Strength, 3 Resilience, 4 Agility, 4 Stamina, 1 Wisdom, 3 Luck. Leather Shield, Oaken Club. Yes it is, okay. Seed of Stamina. Those sparkly spots are gonna scare me when I get my boat later on. Left wine? Mendenhall. Okay. And over here we get medical herb, antidote herb. And over here we have yet another secret spot. Thankfully this one does have something nice for us. Mini medal. Critiques, little one. We're spot of make-believe adventuring, are we? Okay, suggest they'll make us for the plains east of Connacht. Investigate the lands south and west of this kingdom while in the region. I too fancy myself adventure in my youth. Oh, we're not quite done in here. 132 gold coins. Don't mind if I do. I may know of the spot. It's an ideal place to forage for mushrooms and herbs. Similar sites can be found north of Mendenhall and northwest of Connacht. Alright, we're almost to our next location. Left one. Alright. Huh. Follow the bottom wall to the left. Follow holy water. Three gold coins. 10 gold coins. Oh. Over here is a seat of agility. And the pot over here has another antidote herb. Now time to enter the inn. Miracle herb and 17 gold coins. And over here, another Sea of Agility. Oh boy, I'm getting a lot of those. Next, I need to go to the equipment shop area. Another Sea of Luck for the collection? Miracle herb and 7 gold coins. Leather hat and plain clothes. Over here we get mini medal. Awesome. Sure love to hide these decently, I'll say that. Yeah, so that's all the item hunting we can do here for now, so we'll be back here later when we get more keys and stuff. We already have a couple of magic waters. That's kind of scary to consider, man. North-northwest, once we're outside. Oh, is that the one they're talking about? Chimera Wing? Yep, sure is. Oh, come on. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Okay. Could you please not do that? Okay. Northeast of the lake on this side, okay? Yep, I see it. level up. 6 HP, 3 MP, 4 strength, 3 resilience, 1 agility, 3 stamina, 1 wisdom, 2 luck. Stone's Throw, god, okay. Copper Sword, Pouch of Musk, and Medical Herb. Yeah, I already got it. To northeast from the Sparkle, there's a hidden spot. Check the barrel in the center for 5 gold coins. Over here, Antidote Herb. Over here is a set of plain clothes. Okay, this one I can't seem to find. There we go. Vial of magic water, there we go. Well, at least they gave me that. And some of the later secret spots there are bad. Okay. And that's all the item collection for now, so onwards to our actual destination, Canuck. Oh dear, it's you. Go away, I do not like you. Because those things steal my MP, of which I don't have much of. Okay, cool, we're at Canuck. Just a moment. Anyways. So, yeah, time to find even more items. Pot that has 6 gold coins in it. Damn it, trying to get around this. But I'm not seeing what they're talking. Oh wait, here we go. Bamboo pole. Over here, mini medal number 5. Jeez. Alright, scrolls are imbued with the power of many different spells' abilities, used to make that power one's own. So it must be handled with both care and respect. However, they do not allow anyone to obtain said knowledge. Those unattuned to the arts that sleep within will have nothing to gain by perusing it. Scrolls are not necessarily unique, some have multiple copies, so there's no excuse not to handle them with the requisite care and respect. May all those who ignore this advice be visited by the naughty stick. Man, now you're just making me want to play 11 again. That's what it's trying to do. Alright, so go up the stairs, check the barrel outside the inn. Ah, here we go. Hot lid. Over here we have Seat of Defense, 17 gold coins. And inside the inn, get a medical herb. And over here we get 15 gold coins. And here's the equipment shop. Tangle web. Now it's time for the castle. This ought to be a treat. But before that, we need to go downstairs. Oh wait, we weren't supposed to go down them yet. First, we need to go here and get an antidote herb. Now we go down. Vial of holy water. And a mini medal. Now we're up to 6. Ooh la la. Well, this is certainly going to be exploitable later. Why is this up? It's Gawain Inn, hostess before me. His Highness, though expressing dutiful, their own prince and princess are somewhat free-spirited by comparison. The other day, the princess did think to make a poisonous fire the castle grounds, claiming that she wished to temper her resistances, or some such. Child beggareth belief. Hey, don't knock it till you try it, man. It might help. King and I did often enjoy a trip late of an evening. Still, we were discovered by the Queen, and scolded most mercilessly. Yeah, I can't imagine why. Just saying. Beyond those British chambers, I'm tasked with her safekeeping, and yet I sometimes feel that as I must be kept safe from her. Because as far as spells in my direction without by your leave, challenge me to duels over the merest of trifles. All in the name of training. 'Tis no easy posting, I tell thee. I like it. Cousin, it's like years since last you visited. Come seeking your playmate, my dolt of a brother. Alas, is he is abroad on an errand of such surpassing foolishness that I dare not speak of it. Dear Gawain spots the suspended stuck between his teeth. Oh, that's a mirror. Bronze knife. Crack scroll. Now, the crack scroll this time around I'm going to be saving till I get the princess. Because, believe it or not, giving it to the Prince of Canuck is a bad idea. Because he actually gets much better spells later on. That is going to put that to waste.
Well met, young Middenhall.
How how thou art grown since last we saw thee. Yet the furrow of thy brow suggesteth all is far from well.
Sounds! Moonbrook is fallen? Her armies laid waste by a vast horde of fiends? Yet as thou sayest, we have but one soldier's word. It would behoove us to learn the truth before acting unduly. Wait! Pray, take our boy with thee.
Though some regard him as something of a featherbrained sort, he is assiduous in his daily training with sword and spell.
Where art thou, boy? Thy presence is required in the throne room.
Whatever is the matter, Daddy? If you were looking for that wayward brother of mine, I'm afraid you shan't find him here. He set off for the wellspring of the hero earlier this morn.
Even now, he marcheth to the beat of a drum entirely his own. Mine apologies, fair prince. Yet I could not forgive myself, wert thou to go companionless and any harm were to befall thee. Wouldst thou be willing to journey to the wellspring of the hero and bring back my son?
Nah, too much work. Just wait for him to come back.
Please, Highness, I beg thee to consider that I could never again look thy father in the eye should misfortune befall thee. And my son, for all his faults, is of the bloodline of Erdrick. He would be no burden to thee, I am sure.
Forgive us for troubling thee so, but we should be ever grateful.
Once thou hast located our boy, do see he is returned to the castle. There are matters I would see discussed before you two depart.
Wow.
Is my cousin Moonbrook no more?
We do not know that, dear. Let us not dwell on that we cannot control, but turn our attentions to that we can.
Quite. Summon the Chancellor. The kingdom must be fortified.
So, I love that they don't even give you another yes or no prompt. They're literally like, yeah, you have no choice but to help our son. Like, what? Really? These parents, let me tell you, man. Totally irresponsible. At least the queen's nice about it, though. The father, as we'll find out later on, is not. Whether it's a head start is true, but surely you can catch up with such a inveterate daughter as he, surely. Well, looks like I'm going to go off completely on my own. Gonna have to just use my sword and shield on my own to take on a horde of fiends in a cave. All on my own. Yep.
Quickly, in here! What was all that talk of Moonbrook just now? Good gracious! That is terrible news, and I can well understand why Father is loath to let you go alone. Then it is decided. I will accompany you on your hunt for my darling brother. After all, if he is to play his part as a scion of the hallowed hero, then so must I. It is as I always say, age is no excuse to laze. I hardly think that Mummy and Daddy dearest will allow me to join you on your journey to Moonbrook. But at the very least, I can help you find my brother, can't I?
I'm afraid of this.
Sorry, did you say something? Do speak up. I adore being thanked for acts of charity. You are taking me, yes?
Thankfully, you cannot refuse this, for real.
Well, now that is settled, let us prepare to depart. Adventure awaits. But first I must dress for the occasion. Step outside for a moment, please.
Well, it's not like he was gonna stay in there while you get dressed.
Well, what do you make of my travelling togs? I sewed them myself, you know. Honestly, you boys wouldn't know needlework if it poked you in the eye. When a lady asks for your opinion on her outfit, you say it's stunning or breathtaking, or if you're feeling particularly adventurous, sublime beyond belief. Anyway, on the subject of feeling adventurous, let us be off. Oh, and pray do not stand on ceremony. I have a name for a reason. By all means, call me by it.
Matilda. Doesn't feel very, yield English, but hey, whatever.
Now that is settled, let us fly to the east, over field and forest, and down into the depths of the earth. The wellspring of the hero awaits.
She loves that pose. A royal guest. Now this is something that bugs me. And that's the idea that there's a guest system in place for both 1 and 2. But they don't do it more. Like, they do it a little bit for the princess in the first game, though not much, and there is a mod to make her do more stuff, apparently, and I am interested in trying it out eventually. And you do it once for Matilda in this game, for like a small bit of it. But they don't do it to anyone else. Like, no. Social schools, I'm well aware. But yeah, they don't do it anywhere else. I'm like, why not? Oh wait, we forgot something, I think. $136 skill points, okay, yeah. Princess Gawain, just the foot by stone, so. Dear stuffer mine, wherefore dost thou do such travelling garb? The thinkest thou have accompanied the prince? Princess thought father, merely meant to give him a tour of the castle. Is that so? But of course, brother often complains of losing his bearings in these hallowed halls. One is tempted to believe that has little relation to the castle's layout. Regardless, merely ask that thou dost not hinder Prince Gawain's efforts to find thy brother. Aye, the burn on the young prince's shoulders, the weighty one. It would not do so to add to it. Yes, I promise I shan't get in his way. Anyways, the reason I came over here, apparently... to the left of the queen... You sure about that? Okay, oh, go up the stairs to the left of the queen. Okay. 26 gold coins, okay. Alright. Now, it is worth noting that experience is shared amongst party members, even guest ones, so we're getting about half of what we're used to. But Matilda is a pretty useful guest to have around, so it's not like we need to be leveled up. As a matter of fact, let's see. Nah, still too good for this part of the game. That's gonna be good for when she permanently joins, though, I will just say. Although it does increase experience by steps, so... I'd probably only use it for a boss fight. Because having that on at all times means her experience would always stay above everyone else's. At least somewhat. I mean, we do have the dragon scale, and the slime earrings, which aren't too abusive. So I'll probably just equip those. Everything else, though, is waiting. Because I really don't feel like the game is getting hard enough to where we need to worry about it. So, how are we doing on time here? Yeah, I could probably squeeze the next part in. I should have enough herbs for this. Oh, Southwest Desert. Fuck. There's a item we need to get. Oh shit. We got poison enemies. No. Yeah. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff they're given. Level up. 8 HP, 2 MP, 4 Strength, 2 Resilience, 1 Agility, Kingdom Hearts, 3 Stamina, 1 Wisdom, 3 Luck. Oh, come on. Over here we get hardwood headwear. And to the left, we get mini metal number 7. Pretty soon we're gonna be up to 10. This could be insane. And there's a sparkle spot over here too. Oh, Holy Water, 19 gold coins. Let's see. So we need to go to Secret Stuff before by the lake. By the lake. Oh, yeah, okay, it's this one. Excuse me. Now. Oh, I got that medical herb back. Okay, now we cross the bridge. Okay, I see where they want me to go.
I have you now!
Man, she's so useful. Chain sickle, huh? I'll just equip the Iron Lance, since it's pretty comparable to the Chain Sickle. Over here is 224 gold coins. Well, this game's doing a good job making a liar of me. We've so far haven't seen a secret spot that is bad. Though it's bound to happen eventually. Spring itself is a little further in. That is where you'll find my brother performing his ablutions. Normally, he forgoes the bath entirely, but of all days he chooses to soak himself in holy water. You must think his timing leaves a little bit desired. Nah. Your generous to a fault, Gawain. Your brother does not deserve it. Enough teeter chatter. Let's find the heir to Canuck's crown. Just for the Chimera Wing.
Yeah!
Chimera Wing. Suit of shell armor. Oh, come on. Ow! Are you kidding? Level up. 5 HP, 1 MP, 4 strength, 4 resilience, 3 stamina, 1 wisdom, 2 luck. Wait for his clothes in here. 37 gold coins. Seed of Wisdom. And 10 gold coins, okay. Tell me, if you glitch yourself close to the hero, be ashamed not to do so, having come all this way. I'd blame it. Oh, come on. Seed of Luck. Sadly, you are not able to use those on her just yet. I wish. We have done well in reaching the wishing of the hero wanderers. The young Prince of Kanek himself did partake of his blessing just a short while prior. Drat and bother. Do you mean to say we have missed him? Alas, it seems so. Maybe you'll find him in Middenhall. On this mention, they meant to visit the castle once the rite was complete. Why must he test my patience so? Why Middenhall? Oh, it hardly matters. Let's hurry after him, lest he escape us again. Highness? Full where am I of the urgence of thy quest? Yet I fear the stormy wanderers of thy heart may lead thee astray. It is for Eudoric's bloodline to steer the people of this fair realm throughout the storm, not to be tossed hither and thither by it. Yes, I know, sorry. Then come, cleanse yourselves in its blessed waters, pray for the favor of mighty Erdrick. Speak to thee as well, Prince of Middenhall. River of Legend, grant those who walk the path of the Savior thy guidance and protection. Which is complete, may you walk in the light of the goddess. Movement and mere moment. Shortcut commands. Yeah. To save time, a lot of time here, I'm going to be warping back to Middenhall. Yeah, we got time for this, easily. It's gonna be sad for Matilda, though. Prince Gawain. Is this not the Princess of Kanaka's at thy side? To what you with a pleasure. Ah, I regret to inform you, Prince Caradoc did return homeward a short while before your coming. He had been first a well-speaking hero and then thence here, I believe. But learning that I had sent thee forth to Canuck to live for times of the assault of Moonbrook, he did hasten thee to return home. Gar, that bosom brother of mine, wherever we seek him, there he most assuredly is not. Thank you, Your Majesty. We shall go after him right away. Good. Take care on the road. See to it that thy young cousin commit no harm, will thou not, Gawain? No. No, indeed, for it is I who protect Prince Gawain, not the other way around. I am greatly reassured to hear it. Cousin the King hath raised the most fearsome young warriors indeed. Beloved son, pray that your path crosses thy cousin's ere long. Death, pray to enforce us with him. Seek out the truth of what is afoot in the land. At least warping is much more convenient than it is in the original during Quest 2. Oh, is it ever. Gawain, though it appeareth my son is not with thee. Do you mean to say he is still not returned? He is not. Didst thou not meet with him at the wellspring? He had already left the spring by the time we arrived. The same was true for Middenhall. Perhaps he stopped off somewhere along the way. That is worryingly plausible. Well, there's nothing for it. We'll just have to keep searching. Hold a moment. Do my dear, pray enlighten me as to why the prince requireth thine aid in this. Yep, I'm not my brother's keeper, but I am his sister, and as such I am duty-bound to help anyone who seeks him out. Once brother has been found, she'll return to the peaceful humdrum of princess-ship, I assure you. Thou wilt return to your street the moment thy brother is discovered? Thou swearest? Will be as if I were never gone. Grumble very well. My apologies, Prince Gawain. Trust my daughter's company will not inconvenience you unduly. See? He'll resent my company. He delights in it. Now, if you'll excuse us, Mummy Daddy, we have a prince to find. Well, it just shows you how much better parents the Princess of Moonbrook had, honestly. What? A pretty pendant. I imagine you had a penchant for baubles. It's a gift from Princess Gwyland to her beloved Erdrick? How romantic. It fails to explain why it has suddenly begun to glow. Well, hardly matters, I suppose. Like my brother is the urgent business of the day. Not sure why. Like, it just means you're not going to be adventuring anymore for a while.
Oh! The very rascal I have been at such pains to find! Your father told me of the terrible news from Moonbrook, and that you journey there to learn the truth. Pray, allow me to accompany you on your expedition. I cannot rightly remain idle while my kin ventures into dangers unknown. What? Why are you?
Because I too heard the news from Moonbrook. That is why I've been helping the prince to find you, that you might venture there together.
Is that so? Then I owe you my thanks, and my apologies.
Accepted. Now let us repair home. We mustn't keep Mother and Father waiting.
It is a pleasure to join your fellowship.
Though I did not say it, 'twas a pleasure for me too. 'Twas almost like being a hero.
Yeah, imagine that. Although the proper term is heroine, not hero, but... Since the items in battle, yeah, I know. Equipment, I know. Okay, so... The boomerang isn't much stronger than what you have, but it does let you hit all enemies. So I'll go ahead and give it to you. I think the shop here sells one, so it's not like we're getting one out of cycle. This is a little good for you. I'll equip the feather cap. I'll wait a bit further into the game to use this, since that's a hell of an upgrade. So is this. As a matter of fact, pretty much everything that's not DLC is too good for you. And at this point, I'm going to be taking your stuff off. If I can. How do I do that? Oh, just by selecting it, okay. And put that on you. It's going to be very important that you get more defense. Because you are actually a healer. And your prowess in magic is much greater than it was in the original, I'll say that much. A bit too much, if you ask me. Like, he's supposed to be more the, balance character, not really a specialist. But they made him super freaking bullshit good. No, you cannot buy a boomerang yet, but I'm still gonna use it, probably. It gives him a little more utility. I know it's not too far before we get one. Exactly how far? I'm not sure. I know it's either the next area or the area after that, so not too over OP here. Yeah, I do find that the idea behind making him this good in this game feels a bit shallow to me. It makes other characters feel, well, weaker by comparison. I think the Princess of Moonbrook probably gets it the worst, in my opinion. Because, like... she doesn't feel like she's near as good at her role as she used to be, especially by endgame. And what they've basically done is made her more of what Caradoc used to be in the original. A healing type. She gets offensive magic, sure, but by the midpoint of the game, Caradoc not only catches up to her, but can easily get stuff that's better than what she has at the time. And by the time she gets her best spells, he gets his. And his puts hers to shame. And I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Also, he's the one that's going to be getting the Seeds of Agility. It is important that he gets agility for later. Certainly learned that the hard way. And that's probably about it out of these, because most of these are going to Moonbrook. Except for the Seeds of Luck, of course. Seeds of Life and Seeds of Magic, though. That I'm not so sure. Seeds of Life are probably going to Caradoc. Because it is important later on that he stays alive. For a couple of reasons, actually. Seeds of Magic is definitely going to be going to, well, actually, that's going to Gawain. Because he gets the least MP of anybody. And later on, that becomes kind of important to keep in mind. And the reason it's important is because he's going to be your core damage dealer later on. And he's going to need MP to do that. It's important that he gets that, because the other characters don't really fail at MP like he does. So, giving him the Seeds of Magic is probably for the best. The rest is going to Moonbrook when I get her, except for the luck ones. No, well, the Seeds of Strength can go to Gawain, of course. I'll go ahead and just use it. Seeds of Defense. Yeah, those are definitely going to Moonbrook. Same for this. No, Seeds of Stamina. That's HP, isn't it? No, yeah, that's going to Caradoc. I totally forgot about that. Seeds of Defense and... Wait, is that it? No, Seeds of Wisdom. That goes to Moonbrook. Seeds of Defense go to her, and so does the Wisdom. See, the HP itself's not really a huge problem for Moonbrook, because she gets enough to survive technically, but only in the sense that, her defense is always the biggest problem. Because she doesn't really get enough of it. We'll see about this game, but... in, the first playthrough, though, I found that physical hits were pretty bad for her. Because she just got to where strong physical blows were murdering her in bad situations. And it was just a bit of a problem. Gold was also a problem during the first playthrough, but I already know how to fix that problem. So... here we go.
Father, Mother, I am returned, and find myself most troubled by recent goings-on in Moonbrook.
As do I. Though it is a relief to see thee at last in the company of thy cousin. 1,000 apologies, young Middenhall, for my wayward offspring inconveniencing thee so.
Nah, she's fine.
See? Sweet as a sugar plum. I agree. We made a marvelous team.
Allow me to offer mine own apology. If I had only been here.
'Tis of little import now. More pressing matters are at hand. A calamity most foul hath befallen Moonbrook. Thy cousin, Middenhall, bravely ventureth forth to survey that place and rescue the king and princess, should rescue be possible. I would have thee accompany him on this quest. Lend him thy succor. Prove that blood is a bond that none can tear asunder.
Yes, Father. As scions of mighty Erdrick, naught shall stand in our way.
The road to Moonbrook passeth through Gwaelin's Gate, to the south and west of here. Take with you this parchment, and present it to the guards at the gate. They will grant you passage. May the goddess go with you.
Brother, I wish you well.
To at least the party. I love how the queen stood beside her just to keep her from making excuses. Can't blame it. Don't they know a talented princess when they see one? Oh, enjoy your time on the road. You guys are jerks, you know that? Moonbrook is the man more skilled in magic than myself, the King Middenhall combined. Sailing well, I'm certain of it. Hate to disappoint, but... southwestward to Gwaelin's Gate, so from there, she'll soon reach Moonbrook. It's not gonna take long for him to catch up to me. Since he's level 4, I'm level 6. So I've got some gold already. Is there anything good here? Chainmail. Wait, that's a plus 10 increase. Do I have, like... Well, I could give you this, since the other one's not using it. That would give you 58. How much is this stuff giving you? Okay, yeah, it's still a bit more than I was expecting. Although it's probably not going to take too long before that's considered normal. Yeah, skill shield's pretty nice. A lot of my money, however, will be used for... Okay, when is the first one open up here? The first, Tombola. Is it Moonahan? I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I can't really do anything with that just yet. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Getting tickets wouldn't really do me any good. That's a bit much for the little bit it's offering, though. Well, that's 500 gold. Oh, well, I got one Tombola ticket just by doing this. And, okay, that seems to be all of it. Alright, so that is indeed it for that. I thought I saved at the end. Oh, right, I did the seeds, that's correct. Alright, fair enough. So yeah, this is gonna be our stopping point for now. We'll go to the next few areas in the next session. Next time we will be going to Gwaelin's Gate, then the Decay by the Lake, and we'll see what happens in the lands beyond. Hoo boy. We'll have to see just how different the experience is this time around. But thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later. See ya.